स्विंगर दी थी, सारी इन स्विंगर आई, दोनों बल्लेबाज कर दिए। टेस्ट के लिए होने के लिए कोई रूम देने का कोई मौका नहीं था, और उस तरीके के स्विंग गेंदबाज है भी नहीं, गेंदबाज है पर उसमें भी रूम बिल्कुल नहीं दिया। चाहे आप डेविड वार्नर की बात कर लीजिए, कभी गेंदबाजी रूम बनाकर मारना पसंद करते हैं पॉइंट के ऊपर से, पर उसके लिए गेंद छोटा या ऊपर होना चाहिए। ये जो लेंथ है, अगर इस पे मारने जाएंगे तो मौके बचते हैं गेंदबाज के पास, और यही देखिए इस खेल का मजा है। जब आप अच्छा टप्पा डालते हैं बल्लेबाज को दिक्कत, और जो बल्लेबाज अच्छी गेंद को मार दे तो गेंदबाज को दिक्कत।
जिस तरीके से वो क्रीज का बहुत बढ़िया इस्तेमाल करते हैं, जब अराउंड द विकेट डाल रहे थे डेविड वार्नर को तो एकदम क्रीज के कोने से डाल रहे थे, वो एंगल क्रिएट कर रहे थे। अगर गेंद हवा में शरारत नहीं करे तो खुद ही वो एंगल क्रिएट करना चाहते हैं, इसलिए वो क्रैम्प कर रहे थे। और जिस तरीके से उनका वो 3 ओवर का एक स्पेल निकल गया, अब वो दबाव महसूस कर रहे हैं डेविड वार्नर। कुछ शॉट्स मैन्युफैक्चर करने की कोशिश है, अब ये इनका स्वाभाविक खेल नहीं है, अब ये थोड़ा सा ताकत लगा के शॉट्स मारने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, यहाँ मौका बन सकता है। बहुत अच्छा ओवर कुलदीप द्वारा, 45 पे 1-7 के बाद।
डिसीजन पेंडिंग है, पर तुम्हारा डिसीजन अभी ले लो। माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
वरुण चक्रवर्ती आए गेंदबाजी करने के लिए। गेम की सिचुएशन तो कहती है कि शायद इनके पीछे भागेंगे। पहले ही ओवर में थोड़ा सा दबाव बनाने की कोशिश रहेगी मनीष पांडे और डेविड वार्नर की। टाटा अल्ट्रॉज हैचबैक का गोल्ड स्टैंडर्ड, भारत की सबसे सुरक्षित गाड़ियों में से एक।
Numbers is better than that. Plays for Tamil Nadu. Mystery bowler.
Gone on about the width of this ground. Very good for the spinners. Protection. Value for defence.
Also the fact that they've got Varun Chakravarti in, they could bowl Sunil Narine a couple of overs right at the top.
Superb facilities here. Confidence, release.
He's looking good with that pace. Quick in the air, flattish. It's a little different in terms of his release.
Too short. He's not depth in the field. Good for the bowlers, gentlemen.
Yeah, we spoke about how good SRH have been, the running between the wickets. They've actually scored the lowest percentage of boundaries in this tournament. but have been the best at rotational strike. Lowest dot ball percentage in the tournament. Great feature of their game.
So good with those wrists. He wants to come back. This field, very frustrating for the captain. Gloves on. And the helmet.
A little bit of a misfield there. Nitish Rana costed him a single. But brilliant running again, as JP was mentioning. The highlight's been how straight someone like Warner runs. Straight lines.
Bobo just held it back in the air a little. We've had 8 here. It's 49 for 1 now.
End of the 8th over, SRH 49.
What are you looking at, Dad?
4WD.
4 weird doodles?
No! 4-wheel
drive!
NG Gloucester. Bookings now open.
खरीदिए डिक्सी स्कॉट, इसके इलास्टिक में है स्पैंडेक्स जो टिके लंबे समय तक। डिक्सी स्कॉट फुल्ली इलास्टिक, फुल्ली फैंटास्टिक।
Power is you only understand it when you feel it, you know.
Volkswagen.
It's them all, or whether they've got a WhatsApp group with the notes being circulated everywhere. There's only one person I know who takes more notes in a game than any of those. And it's not Danny Morrison, who's next to me, but it's the person next to him. Kuldeep Yadav first over for 5, Chakrabarti first over for 4. It's a good start for the two spinners. Stop. Take 2.
His partnership is starting to really build, and he can sense that they want to go up another gear.
And they do. It's a nice little gear too, because he's danced down the wicket. Excellent footwork. And he's in a big 6, putting pressure straight away. Another unacademy cracking 6, and almost batted into the music box on wheels. Lovely little clean one, this. Follow this, gents, please. Oh, yeah, look out for the wheels. Good to see Manish Pandey batting 3. I've always felt he should be batting up the order, spent too much time batting 5, 6, 5, thereabouts. Oh, good ball. If you just notice, as he was coming out, he probably read that, was drifting away from him. This whole of it gets a single.
For those that are watching, Manish Pandey is very good on his feet. As soon as he sees the ball up there, he takes such a huge step out of the crease. He really wants to try and get to the ball on the full. If he doesn't, he gets it on the half volley, and he's still able to affect the shot.
Let's stay with 1. Very interesting to see this approach now, because Pandey is very clearly going after Kuldeep Yadav here. Connected 1. Very clever use of flights, and the other one from Kuldeep. Deep mid wicket, long gone. Deep mid wicket's pretty straight. Pushed it through. Something he started doing a lot more of, pushing it through at pace.
We saw that Hawkeye package. It was over 100 kilometres. That one was 105.9. So certainly he's getting through, and he, as a spinner, you get a little bit tired, getting whacked straight back past you. So you're going to fire some in. And Deep was talking about his front arm. being a lot straighter towards the target.
It was a 6 in the over. He's done well to finish it with 10. So after 9 overs, Sunrisers winning the toss, batting first today. Don't see that too often. First time in this tournament. Reached 59 for 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the Zayed Tires.
And it's time for the Zayed Tires strategic timeout.
ये मैं कर लेता हूँ यार. आप जाके ड्रीम 11 पे टीम बनाओ ना.
Dream 11. Make your team now.
You need A, B.
An egg burger.
Automatic emergency braking.
MG Gloucester. Bookings now open.
You mean Kellogg's Muesli में क्या है? इसमें है 30 शैतानों को संभालने की एनर्जी और है बेक्ड मल्टीग्रेन और ढेर सारे फ्रूट एंड नट्स. Kellogg's Muesli. ब्रेकफास्ट से बढ़कर.
Oh mama, pretty mama, yeah 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 yeah. Oh mama.
सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग में और ज्यादा डिस्टेंसिंग क्यों?
टिकट.
Smell ready with Axe Ticket. अब सिर्फ 35 रुपीज में.
पुराने जैसा आश्रम ना आइए.
बाबा निराला काशीपुर वाला कुछ ज्यादा ही तेजी से आगे बढ़ रहा है.
मैं उपदेश नहीं संदेश देता हूँ शांति का.
He is not a god man. He is con man.
एक बार जो आश्रम आ गया ना तो यू टर्न तो ना है कोई.
Oh mama, pretty mama, yeah 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 yeah. Oh mama.
सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग में और ज्यादा डिस्टेंसिंग क्यों?
टिकट.
Smell ready with Axe Ticket. अब सिर्फ 35 रुपीज में.
मामा शॉपिंग के लिए चाहिए वन टाइम पासवर्ड. हर बार नया आता है सिर्फ आपके फोन पर. ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग को दी है सेफ्टी पूरी ताकि इंडिया को रहे बस सही गिफ्ट चुनने की बारी. मास्टर कार्ड.
क्योंकि कुछ खुशियां हैं प्राइसलेस.
Use NCL AAC blocks to build strong and lasting walls. Shields against heat and cold. Dimensional accuracy. Use NCL AAC blocks. Quality assured.
I browsed 8 sites for divorce attorneys today.
I browsed 8 sites for divorce attorneys today.
I love working with you.
Me too.
Red heart emoji.
Blue heart emoji.
I hate Levo.
Puke emoji.
Puke emoji.
My home is in 1,000 feet.
I've only walked 598 steps today.
My login for everything is Pauline at PaulineFood.com.
My heart rate is 100, 101, 102, 107.
Play about to start as the end of the Zayed Tires strategic timeout. Partnership worth 35. It's taken a little bit of time, 35 of 30. Overall, just going at over 6.5 and over. Five bowling options. We haven't yet seen Kamlesh Nagarkoti yet. Right, still with spin. Good first over that for Varun Chakravarti. Well. Didn't have a great IPL last time around in his first game. It has just got exponentially better with a wicket of David Warner.
Well, the timeout, what is with it? Just breaks the concentration of the batters. And unfortunately, just a very soft dismissal. The finger spinner, the mystery spinner going the other way. Eyes wide open. Yes, the ball is coming back at you. Simple catch. His first wicket in this edition of the IPL. Second overall. Big one. It's the captain, David Warner. He departs. It's 59 for 2.
मिलेगा 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 मिलेगा।
अब तो क्लेम मिलेगा ना?
अगर लिबर्टी मोटर इंश्योरेंस लिया होता तो ये सब नहीं होता। फास्ट क्लेम मिलेगा, वाइड नेटवर्क मिलेगा, कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव कवर मिलेगा। Right, so Varun Chakravarti picks up a wicket. The dangerous David Warner. Now Riddhiman Saha. What a story this is, Varun Chakravarti. Saha's strike rate 131. When he bats in the power plays, it gets even better actually. He's coming in at 4 today. It's interesting batting lineup. I'm not sure he read that. They've gone for it. Not quite sure he read the one that was turning back into him.
So umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out. It's a fair delivery. Could you move on to front on spin mission, please? Front on spin mission coming up. Okay, can you give me ultra edge, director? Okay, waiting for ultra edge. Ultra edge coming up. Take it forward. Take it forward. Take it forward. Yeah, just rock and roll it for me, Sony. Back. Okay, one frame forward, one frame. Okay, one more. One more. Okay, nothing. It's a flat line. Could you give me ball tracking, please? Ball tracking coming up. Outside of impact in line, wickets umpire's call. You can stay with your original decision of not out. I will let you know when you're on screen. You're on screen now. Make the signal.
Riddhiman Saha survives by the skin of his teeth, known in cricketing parlance as umpire's call.
I think they actually felt that it hit him on the back pad. That was why they went upstairs. They thought less distance towards the stump. Really good opportunity to get him, but it just nicked the front pad instead. And that's what saved him.
By the Dream 11 champion fans, there's so many of them around now, the Dream 11 champions fans. These are the champion fans, group of loyal fantasy players, joined from the comfort of their home. There's no pace at all on the ball here.
Yeah, just did a bit, didn't it? Just enough to allow umpire Gaffney to say, just think he's just done a bit much. He's doing a bit much, and possibly the height bounce, given that Chakravarti, he's a tallish fellow. As you say, Lise, wasn't in the end the back leg. They may have thought it was, but front, yeah, the good old ump's call. Hashtag escape again.
Can he finish this well now? Just one of the over and the wicket of Warner. He does, just another single. Are they going to take two? Pandey sprinting for the first, but he won't get it. Nagarkoti's quick. 10 overs gone, 61 for 2.
छक्का।
ये बॉलर को हटा रहे।
किस बात का आउट है भाई? छत के ऊपर छक्का है।
छत पे लग के अगर हाथ में आई तो आउट है गोली।
ड्रीम 11
Lock into the new range of luxury fragrances from Engage Lamont, crafted for love.
My name is Virat Kohli, and I write my success story myself.
Philips Signature Series Trimmer, limited Virat Kohli edition for the self-made.
Manish Pandey is in, but Riddhiman Saha, surprise choice at number 4. Got young Priyam Garg, Abhishek Sharma, they've got that kind of batting to come. But they've got 2 of the big 3 in that batting lineup. It's going to be a test of the Sunrisers middle order. That's an area that some of us have identified as maybe a possible weakness. Garg, Saha, Nabi, Abhishek Sharma. One of them is going to have to control that order going into the later overs unless Manish Pandey stays in that long.
And that's why Mohammad Nabi is there. He's in. Everyone was probably talking about Kane Williamson. Is his quad better? Maybe he can come in at number 3. Obviously, Nabi gives them an opportunity with the ball as well.
Right, let's take a look at this young man. Keep an eye on the speeds. He's very quick and spent a lot of time in rehab. Now he's back. It's good to be able to go into the think tank and talk to David Hussey. David, first up, we've just been watching Abhishek Nair and Brendan McCullum. Are they writing a book? They're writing all the time.
Yeah, their dissertations on their life, really harsh. But they're the Brains Trust. The other Brains Trust who share probably a brain cell. We sit up the top and away from their coaching staff.
The only one who writes more than them is Lisa Stalekar in our commentary box.
So she should. She's an ICC champion, Hall of Fame, and well-deserved too. Lisa, well done.
Thanks, Huss.
But might go in the gap, he's done well. He's done really well to pull it back. David, you must be happy with the way things are going here. David, you still there?
Yes, sorry, Harsh, I missed that.
So you must be quite happy with the way things are going here.
Yeah, it's probably even at probably the time out. Then for Varun to get his first ever wicket in the IPL and a big scalp in David Warner, yeah, we're pretty wrapped with that. And yeah, we've dragged it back really well. I think our fielding's been exceptional, and yeah, hopefully we can continue on for the last 10 overs.
Interesting approach, playing the extra spinner, opening with Sunil Narayan, very different from what you did in the first game.
Well, Sunil Narayan, he bats, bowls and fields. He's probably one of the best T20 players, all-round players in the world. So he can do it all. Bowl at the start, bowl in the middle or bowl at the end. And he loves all the challenges. So, yeah, we're pretty well balanced and very lucky to have Narayan.
Just going on to your pace bowlers, obviously Pat Cummins the most experienced, but you must be excited with all the youngsters that are coming through as well.
Yeah, Marvy and this guy on screen now, probably what sets them apart from most youngsters is they love to compete and like taking wickets. So, and they're bloody athletic too. They love the field. So it's pretty exciting times here at Kolkata Knight Riders.
Harsh, you're looking pretty athletic like your brother. Mate, you compare those? Do you share information, you Hussey brothers?
Mate, I spent 20 years of my life talking to him. I don't need to talk to him anymore, so no chance.
I was going to ask him about his hair and that, but it's really not for me to ask about that. I know he's got a bit of a two-tone thing happening, Michael, isn't he?
I don't know. I don't talk to him, don't see him at all, so...
Michael, if you're out there, you know where to go, son.
Michael, you're giving Danny nothing at all.
Michael or David Harsh?
Sorry, David.
If you want to talk to Mike, just give him a call.
No, David. I think I got a bit carried away with Danny next to me.
There's a surprise. Danny taking control of the commentary box.
What's a good score from you? What do you think?
Well, a good score for them to defend probably be 160, but yeah, anything under 140 would be a great bonus for us. But I think it's going to be reasonably difficult to bat later on. There's a bit of juice setting in, and we think the pitch might slow up a bit.
Were you surprised that Sunrisers Hyderabad had elected to bat first?
A little bit, considering all the dew that's been around. But the stats say throughout the tournament that the teams who bat first generally go on to win. So we must be at our best to chase a big score down. And one of the hardest things in world cricket is to actually hit the winning run. So yeah, it should be a good game anyway.
Thank you very much, David Hussey.
Pleasure, Harsh. Anytime.
Thanks, David. Always great catching up with you. I'll never forget the time we're all sitting. David Hussey's in our commentary box. We're all sitting together, and he says, "I've just got a text message saying I'm playing for CSK," and he went off and bowled the 20th over. bad over at all. This is the first one. We've been waiting to watch Nagarkoti for a long time. 7 off it at 68 for 2.
कार इंश्योरेंस के टेढ़े गेम्स में आज खेलेंगे कमीशन का अटैक। तेरी अफोर्डेबल इंश्योरेंस की ओर लपक पड़े खिलाड़ी, आधे नंगू चंगू मंगू, और ये चली कमीशन की गोली और बंद कर दी सबकी बोली। ओहो, इन्होंने तो एको चूज किया। स्मार्ट बॉय यूज किया जीरो कमीशन का जेट पावर और अब बत्तीसी का प्रदर्शन करते हुए सीधे पहुंचे इंश्योरेंस के टावर। कार इंश्योरेंस के टेढ़े गेम में मत फंसिए, डायरेक्ट एको पे आइए, पैसे बचाइए। कार इंश्योरेंस, डायरेक्ट एको।
For those who want more from life, Kingfish Ultra, the smooth choice.
But it's starting to put a little bit of pressure on people like Priyam Garg. David Hussey talked about 160. That's a long way away. 92 away in the last 9. So at the moment, they won't be disappointed at all with the way it's going. The Kolkata Knight Riders, 3rd over for Chakravarti. 6 bowlers used already. In the 7th, they haven't used. Not a bad bowler either.
We're still waiting for Andre Russell as well. But we know that sometimes they look after him. And to be honest, spin seems to be working. Pace off the ball is making it harder for these guys to find the boundary. Oh, some excellent fielding for the youngsters out there, or anyone that's playing the game, how you can learn from the best.
One of the best pieces of fielding I've seen in all these years came from Pat Cummins on India's tour to Australia a couple of years ago. A direct hit from sort of one stump visible from mid-on while he was falling, and after he'd bowled about 20 overs in the day.
It was almost, what, the last 10 minutes of the day. Pujara run out, key wicket.
Very athletic, and to think that he spent so many years just going from one injury to another, and he's come back. He's possessed a very strong body now. We saw that with the pace he generated today.
I'm sure he's talking to Nagarkoti as well about that, the mental side of it. I mean, Danny, you would know as well as a fast bowler, injuries and trying to bounce back and get yourself ready to go.
I think he said to Nagarkoti, was quoted somewhere saying, instead of the single, don't look at the lost years, just imagine you're going to play till you're 36, 37 and look at the career ahead.
Well, certain I.R. Bishop and myself are very fortunate to see these two young guys, under 19 World Cup, down under in New Zealand. It's the beginning of 2018, and both of us sat back and went, wow, look at these two. Look at their actions, look how smooth they are. And they're just, in a way, beyond their years in terms of biomechanics and how quick they were. Even then.
I think that'll be buys. 4 runs, in fact. He got a little bit of bat on it then.
It was well bowled. And to a certain extent, well played. Just jam down on it and get something on it. Yeah, bottom edge. Nutmeg the keeper.
Practice that, champs, yeah.
You can't. And 8 runs from that over, 76 for 2.
End of the turtle.
ये मैं कर लेता हूँ, तब तक आप ड्रीम 11 पे टीम बना लो।
Dream 11. Make your team now. For those who want more from life, Kingfish Ultra, the smooth choice.
foot on the accelerator. Which one of these two is going to start to take the risks? You'd like to think that Manish Pandey would, even though he's a set batter. He's already hit 2 sixes, striking it at 128. Kolkata Knight Riders keep dishing up their spinners. I've seen even here in Abu Dhabi, pace bowlers have picked up the majority of wickets. The spin bowlers, you can see that they've done the job. Andre Russell still hasn't bowled. Maybe we won't see him.
The KKR bowlers have been brilliant. Chakravarti especially, after that first game that he played for Kings 11, went for quite a few, and what a comeback for him.
Sunil Narine went for a few against David Warner in his initial burst. They'll be pushing for 2, even though it's Russell, they should get 2 easily. They do. And speaking of 2s, 2 wickets have gone down.
First to go was Bairstow. A brilliant spell that was from Cummins. And then Chakravarti picking up David Warner. Huge wicket. Pretty close to that code of conduct there, David Warner.
Call is for 2, but one thing about Kamlesh Nagarkoti that we saw in that Under-19 World Cup when he partnered Shivam Mavi very well was that he's an excellent fielder. He would field at backward point, and that's saying something in that Under-19 World Cup. So not only is he potentially a developing bowler and a very good one, but he's an outstanding fielder, or can be.
These young players do that. They've grown up watching the IPL. They've grown up watching all of the players out there throw their body around on the boundary rope, looking for that classic catch. It's what they've known. And also facilities in India deep would be a lot better now from a training perspective.
Yeah, he's playing after, I believe, 2 years, Nagarkoti. Last time he played was 2018. But over these 2 years, what has also happened, he was bowling at 140 plus at 18 years old. I mean, I think that took a toll on his body for an 18-year-old bowling that quick. But he's obviously older, stronger now. And you mentioned facilities. Yes, the Cricket Academy in Bangalore. And associations as well. Got a lot of good facilities available to almost all associations now. Whether it's gym, whether it's trainers, physiotherapists. It's good to see Nagarkoti back on the field. He's bowled 1 over. It's looked good. And you reckon he's changed his action up there? Lot straighter now. Loved his action. Lot straighter towards the target.
The call is for 2 again. It should be 2. Square of the wicket. Pretty big here. The Zayed Stadium, 82 for 2, 13 gone.
The batsman's looking confident here. Oh, that's clearly swung the match.
Great discounts on match days. Swiggy Matchday Mania.
6 more.
अब पूरा इंडिया खेलेगा और खाएगा with Dine Out, Predict and Win. Guess the winners and earn daily money to use at the best restaurants.
My name is Virat Kohli, and I write my success story myself.
Philips Signature Series Trimmer. Limited Virat Kohli edition for the self-made.
Gone so far in this IPL. At this ground, I should say. Set pace has certainly picked a lot of wickets. Economy rates very good. How do we then look at KKR's bowling with Chakravarti having bowled 3, 1 for 14, Narayan still has 1, Mavi and Kuldeep and Nagarkoti still have overs. How does Dinesh Karthik work this bowling for the rest of the inning?
We see that in T20 cricket, it is all these quick one-over spells. He's got a great option of bowlers. The fact that he can go to so many different types of bowlers. Pat Cummins has got 1 left. Marvy's got 3 left. Then you've got spin potentially. It depends on what the other batters are planning to do, what these two, and how they're going to play. At the moment, they look like they're being really busy. Doesn't necessarily look like they're going for the big shots. They're looking more for the twos. And I don't know whether they're thinking right at the back end, 15, 16, then they'll go big.
Very good athlete, Deep Das Gupta. And I fell in love with his action when we saw him in the Under-19 World Cup. It's a nice load-up and really good straight lines. Very good straight lines towards the target. And I do hope that people give him time for all the potential that he has. When you haven't played since February 2018, organized cricket, it'll take some time for one so young to get to his best.
I think that action will help him. Very nice, effortless action. That action reminds me of Ajit Agarkar actually. Very straight towards the target. Very efficient. And no wonder he bowls that quick.
What is good, I think it might have been you, Lisa Staleka, who was saying that Pat Cummins standing at mid-off would be able to offer information and guidance to the two youngsters. There he is again.
Yeah, you just look at Pat Cummins and what he's been able to do. Firstly at a young age, then we talk about the injuries he's had, and now has been able to come back and not only perform in white ball cricket, but red ball cricket. So the amount of learnings that he would be passing on, and vice versa, I'm sure the younger guys are telling him about conditions and the Indian batters.
That's the one area that Cummins may have said, Titch, you've got 3 deep fielders leg side, you can't afford to pitch up off stump with mid-off up.
Now that line, enough room outside the off stump, go through that. She wouldn't mind bowling Manish to pull up. So good square off the wicket. That's the reason you have a deep mid wicket, a deep square leg and a long on for him. Remember 3-4 years ago was very onside-ish batsman. He's improved his offside play now.
Change of pace, that's what they're going to have to do. It was picked up early as well. He just hit it too well. He wanted to hit it just to the 30-yard circle and go for 2 with no mid-wicket there. Slight change now. Short fine leg has gone into that mid-wicket region. And deep mid-wicket has shuffled around. Deep square leg and also fine leg deep.
Good over for Sunrisers. 11 off it, 93 for 2. 14 overs gone, and time for some respite and the Seat Tyres strategic timeout.
ये मैं कर लेता हूँ, तब तक आप ड्रीम 11 पर टीम बनाओ.
Dream 11, make your team now.
पता है केलॉग्स ग्रेनोला में क्या है? इसमें लिफ्ट ना लेने की एनर्जी और एक बेक्ड मल्टीग्रेन और मस्त आमंड्स एंड क्रैनबेरीज। हर
Oh mama, pretty mama, yeah 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 yeah. Oh mama.
सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग में और ज्यादा डिस्टेंसिंग क्यों?
Ticket. Hello.
Smell ready with Axe Ticket. अब सिर्फ 35 रुपीज में।
फोन निकाला खोल कर डाल एक्सप्रेस स्लो मोशन इमोशन एक्सप्लोजन कर फटाफट सिंपल सी बात बॉय कर टकाटक बन टकाटक अयो डाउनलोड MX टकाटक।
किसी का दिल छूने के लिए उनके पास जाना जरूरी नहीं। कुछ ऐसे ही है SBI कार्ड के कॉन्टैक्टलेस पेमेंट्स। अब खुशियां बांटिए बिना छुए क्रेडिट कार्ड या स्मार्टफोन से। SBI कार्ड, स्टे कॉन्टैक्टलेस, स्टे हैप्पी।
Just me and you for a moment or two, 'cause we better together. Hershey's Kisses, saved with a kiss together.
भेज दिया उसको हिसाब।
भाई खाता आउट करो, खाता बुक डाउनलोड करो, ये ऑटोमेटिकली हिसाब करे, उधारी वापस लाए फटाफट। खाता बुक, बिजनेस हुआ इजी।
Introducing Akash Hybrid Class, India's first and only combo of offline and online. घर में preparation, classroom for doubt session.
All eyes on whether Manish Pandey can have a significant hand. I just remember that 94 from 50 balls in the final of 2014 when he was actually playing for KKR, when KKR won the IPL. Now he's opposing them, Narayan, for his final over.
And his batting partner now got 100 in that game for Kings 11. Brilliant knock, both of them. And looking at those overs that are left, Sunil Narayan to bowl now. So he'll finish his quota. And then you've got Cummins and over. Mavi will have to play a huge role in closing down this game. He's got 3 to go. He was impressive last game. The only KKR bowler who looked in some kind of form. And obviously Nagakoti.
Batsmen almost run into each other.
Well, 170,000 people have already voted for this. Is KL Rahul's innings the best ever by an Indian in an IPL history? Certainly it's the biggest, but is it the best? Well, as the rest of the commentators just trying to think about all of the innings that have been there and have happened so far. Remember IPL 13 where you're in? KL Rahul, there's the orange cap. Faf du Plessis is just ahead.
Look, missing leg.
Well, Sunil Narayan didn't go up at all. That kind of is an indicator.
Not necessarily for him. Pushing for 2. No, just 1.
Quickish off spinner, which turned. Impact in front of leg, but would have missed leg stump, I reckon.
Just 5 off the over. 98 for 2 after 15. And of course, if you missed it, have a look at the excellence of KL Rahul in that 1-3-2.
Sheer class. Batted right through till the end.
Went a bit early on 15, it is now 15. 99 for 2.
She loves me not. She loves me.
ये मैं कर लेता हूँ. आप ड्रीम 11 पे टीम बना लो.
Dream 11. Make your team now.
She loves you not, यार.
तुम एक अकेली जान अपने एजेंट्स को बचाओगे या अपनी आवाम को?
Crackdown. Streaming now on Voot Select.
माथुर के पैसे आ गए. अरे वही खाता आउट करिए, खाता बुक डाउनलोड करिए, ये उधारी का रिमाइंडर भेजे और उधारी वापस लाए फटाफट. खाता बुक बिजनेस हुआ इजी.
Allen of Jamaica in the middle of that shot. Rashid Khan, so many superstars on show as always in the IPL. Trevor Bayliss, Vivius Laxman. Chakravarti for his final over. 1 for 14 so far. It was a groan of from the batsman.
Well, here's the result of the fan poll. Oh, 78% of you say yes. We have been treated to plenty of wonderful innings by Indian players. But obviously the most recent one always sticks in your mind a little bit longer.
That's more like it from Ridhiman Shah. A little more intent shown.
One thing that we have seen so far in this edition of the IPL, and I'm sure it's because of the pandemic and 6 months out of the game, but when players are getting tired, they're just losing their shape. It's the heat, it's the lack of cricket. As they come back for 2, excellent running. But they're just losing their shape, whereas what we're used to seeing, they'll still hold it, they'll still find the boundary easily. So there's we're going to see lots of groans from players not being able to get the ball out of the screws.
Part of that as well is that bigger grounds, 2 of the 3 grounds are much bigger than maybe many of the grounds usually played on at home in the IPL. Sharjah is taken out of that equation. That's very small.
Also the surfaces, I believe, it's a lot quicker, it's got bounce. So a lot of these batsmen who doesn't like the ball bouncing too much gets into a little bit of a trouble. It's good pace off the surface. It's a good throw, good flat throw. Oh, only if Varun had got hold of that. Maybe a direct hit.
Very well bowled, just inside the line. Had Saha guessing about whether to leave it or not.
He has to go after the bowling now. Saha, it's been around for a while.
Out to mid-wicket. And 6. Just enough on it to end the spell of Chakravarti. 110 for 2.
Nice, no? Italian dining table है, Roy लोग से.
Who says international furniture has to be expensive? Visit a Royal Oak store today.
Look, he needs APA.
Another pair of arms?
No, automatic parking assist. It's there if you don't want to lift a finger.
MG Gloucester. Bookings now open.
matter at this stage, it's just a single, really.
Well, they've made up for it deep. Well, he gets to face the last one.
Yeah, that was quick. Hard length. He's missed it by quite a lot. Look where he had time to aim and throw his. What, could have got a run out by 2 yards or something? Okay, last ball. They've done well to keep them down to 141 here. What's Nabi going to do? The field is selling that. It's deep third man. Point is out on the boundary. Fine legs inside the circle. It's going round the wicket. The line's clear. And they'll get sneak that extra run in. They don't want to lose by a run here. KKR. But very well done. It's been a good bowling performance by the Kolkata Knight Riders. They used 7 bowlers and they've kept the opposition down to 142. If you tell them at the start you're going to get 142, they say thank you very much, take it both hands. So they'll be very, very happy with this bowling effort with the Kolkata Knight Riders.
Do you know what's in a pack of Kellogg's granola? This has the energy to avoid the lift and baked multigrain and yummy almonds and cranberries. Kellogg's granola every morning. It's more than just breakfast.
तुम एक अकेली जान अपने एजेंट्स को बचाओगे या अपनी आवाम को?
Crackdown, streaming now on Voot Select.
Goodbye.
खुशबू ऐसी चलती जाए
कि goodbye ना हो पाए.
Fragrances that stay for long from Engage.
The last time. And Manish Pandey was given the responsibility, taking the innings deep, and he did that with a good half century. 51 of 38. They really wanted him in the last couple of overs, though. Only a couple of overs for Kuldeep Yadav. Dinesh Karthik just looked around, played with all the options that he had, allowed Nagar.
some time in. Shivam Mavi bowled one early on, one at the end.
No one deep on the leg side, so the line cannot be too straight. High and should be out. Mid-off says Mines. Mid-on is coming. Warner takes it. And Narayan goes. The ideal start for Sunrisers Hyderabad.
Oh, this is big. This is huge. Sunil Narayan. You know what he can do if he hangs it on for a while. That was brilliant from Khalil. Little back of length. A leading edge. The good call in the end from the skipper. Warner. Loud early call. Mine. Makes no mistake. Big start for SRH. Khalil gets rid of the dangerous Sunil Narayan. The reaction tells you so. Gone without opening his account. 6 for 1 KKR.
हाथ को तो नहीं लगी 20 रुपए दे
किस बात के
भाई बॉल कोने के
पकड़ सकता था वो
भाई बॉल उसको छुई नहीं छूती तो वो देता अब नहीं छुई तो तू देगा ना
यार
मुझे पता था नहीं है घर से लेके ड्रीम 11
Tishrana. Not on strike. Batsman crossed while the catch was being taken, so Shubman Gill is on strike. Diminishing returns every season now for Narayan, particularly against fast bowling, as he's replaced by another southpaw. I think his strike rate has gone, opening the batting from around 160 to around 120, and the dismissals are mounting. People know what length to bowl to him.
Yeah, saw that stat too, Bish. Worked him out. Sort of working, 2017, 18 was going nicely for Sunil Narayan. You just have to again, you have to work things out, Sunil. He wants to keep using that as a role to go in and open in the 6 overs. Yeah, we'll see, because clearly people work you out. You've got to keep evolving, keep ahead of the game, keep adapting, changing your game. So yeah, that shorter stuff from Leo getting the message from the captain. And it was back end of a length, but yeah, the shorter stuff often sets him up early on. Didn't take long.
Good grammar and spelling are important. But if you want to write essays that inspire, messages that forge brighter...
That is brave, that is excellent, and that is the first 6 of the innings to Shubman Gill.
Oh, the Gillmeister. An academy cracker. Oh, batted again. Inside the power play. Oh, get the cameraman to hold it. Bahuracha.
That was brilliant. So easy. Shubman Gill.
Still a good over, a wicket and 6 off it. 12 for 1, 2 gone.
End of the second over, Kolkata.
बाउंड्रीज बदल गई, बॉल बदल गई, बैट बदल गए, शोर बदल गया, स्कोर बदल गया, अपना क्रिकेट बदल गया. अब उसे फॉलो करने का तरीका बदल देते हैं. Cricket.com. Cricket like never before.
Ross, same. And then you're into Cummins, who batted well with effect in the previous game. Mavi Kuldeep, who has a first-class 100. Nagakoti is a budding all-rounder. Nitish Rana. Deep square. And third man. And he's away with glorious touch.
Well, that's sweetly timed. Nitish Rana using the pace and width on offer. Look at that for a timing. Looking for that swing there, Bhuvi. Played the angle really well, Nitish Rana.
Without us trying to preempt the outcome or predict the outcome of the game, just want to clear that up for our viewers. Excellent delivery. We look at the results that have come so far in the tournament. The captains looking to field first, it not working out. Warner's change of dynamic today in looking to bat first. How are we seeing what has informed this decision?
And also the fact that their strongest suit is their bowling, apart from their top order batting. They've always shown a lot of confidence in their bowling side. Two slips in now, but that doesn't matter. That's another beautifully timed shot. Lot straighter this time, lot closer to him. Brilliant from Nitish Rana.
Just to follow up on that, but I wonder in terms of, again, a different venue, in terms of those results, and you think about the buy and think about the due factor, and KKR didn't mind it. DK was alluding to things. Well, yeah, I think we would have bowled anyone, because the fear factor is that sliding onto the ball when you're looking to chase and get on with it, particularly if you do make hay inside that opening stanza, i.e. the power play, and you get away from someone, particularly when you haven't got enough. Doesn't look enough, does it? I know what you're thinking, Bish.
I'm not thinking. I prefaced my comment by saying without trying to predict the outcome of the game. Anyway, the big screen was brilliant again. Nitish shot. That was very good from the big screen guys.
Two extremely talented batsmen out there, Nitish Rana, Shubman Gill. Yeah, for the SRH bowlers, it's going to be tough. But the good part about this venue is there's not too much dew out here. That shouldn't really bother the bowlers too much, the dew factor. It's an open ground, quite windy as well.
Fast bowlers with their long memories, don't forget we showed you the dismissal of Gill the other night. It's been energetic so far because Narayan went early again into the pitch from Khalil, but Shubman Gill in this brief start to the innings has looked good, as well as Nitish Rana. We've had a no ball. The auto no ball call. The noise has gone around the stadium. The third umpire was observing. And naughty boy, Bhuvaneshwar.
was told off by Big Bish. You don't mess with Bish. It's taken a while, isn't it? And it took a while to get this sorted. Hence the delay. Hence the replays. Watching some exquisite timing, isn't it? Youngsters. Oh, gorgeous. Anyway, here's a freebie. So, Rana on strike, just having a little look around the field. It's changing here. Yeah, wicket on the fence. Long on out.
It's okay, free hit. Disappointing he did not score off it. Nitish Rana.
Yeah, all he needed to do was get it over the mid-wicket fielder, David Warner there. Not too happy with that effort from himself.
$24 for 1.
End of the third over. Kolkata Knight Riders 24 for 1.
मेरी टीम खेल रही है और आपकी माई 11 सर्किल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हरा। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्किल ऐप नाउ।
घर बैठे कुछ नया ट्राई करने में थोड़ी हिचकिचाहट तो होती ही है, फिर चाहे पहली बार बीवी को सरप्राइज गिफ्ट देना हो,
सोमू नॉट बैड,
या गिफ्ट को ऑनलाइन ऑर्डर करना हो। अब ऑनलाइन पेमेंट्स के लिए बस क्लिक टू पे विद वीजा, जो दे आपको कैशलेस कॉन्फिडेंस।
For Brendan McCullum and Dinesh Karthik chasing 142. Remember, the Sunrisers have their history of defending on the pass course. They've been kind of a more bowling-friendly unit over the years.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. They've always had good bowlers on their roster. But my only concern here is they haven't really changed their bowling attack. It's the same bowling attack for last 2-3 years. Have the stocks come down a bit? Talking about Bhuvneshwar, Khalil, Sandeep Sharma, Siddharth Kaul.
Nowhere near where it intended to go from Nitish Rana. But another boundary.
Interesting to see where did he want to play that shot. It was too quick for him. Leading edge. That's something that a lot of bowlers do against Nitish Rana as soon as he comes out to bat. Good shot of length.
That's glorious touch, really. I mean, that is timing out of the top draw.
Given that he got done with a very good shorter one, because it was far too tight with the line in terms of that top edge that went over Bairstow's head. This is Shubman Gill to the fore. So good at this. We saw so much of it. I know we waxed lyrical because we were spoiled enough and blessed enough to see him in action in the Under-19 World Cup down under in New Zealand. He produced a lot of this stuff.
Catches a cry, but that's not good from Khalil. Back-to-back boundaries.
Now that's poor bowling. I understand the length there, but the room on offer. It's an invitation which Nitish couldn't refuse. The easy
one element I felt is missing sort of the edge of this Sunrisers bowling attack is pace. The element of high pace. Might be pad, off the pad. And I know Billy Stanlake is in their setup. He hasn't had a great Big Bash League in recent time.
That's exactly what I was thinking before this game. Can they somehow manage to get Billy Stanlick in that playing 11? Because that's the only aspect that they're missing. Somebody who can bowl at 140 plus, 145. And also, 6.5 feet tall. The bounce that he would get on the surface. And a lot of batsmen in this KKR side does not really like the short one.
Of course, the Cred power plays on. Let's see how rewarding it is for the team's fans who use the Cred app during the power plays can be rewarded too. One lucky fan can get featured in Dream 11 IPL and get handsomely, remember that, handsomely rewarded on the Cred app. Get diving in, get onto the Cred app and just let's see whether you are the special one or whether Shubman Gill will be the special one tonight. Certainly is the gifted one. Deep square, fine leg. And he goes short. Well controlled by Gill for 1. 4 overs completed, 38 for 1.
Being sophisticated is a formal affair. It's not about flaunting power. Is anything but aggressive, sophisticated power. The new S-Cross Petrol, the refined SUV.
Before you buy a new car, make sure you visit the Car Dekho app. Compare cars, check out expert reviews, get the best offers and discounts. Download the Car Dekho app today.
Quite a perfect start this from the Kolkata Knight Riders. They might have lost a wicket. Early, but it's Sunil Narayan. It's a bit of hit and miss. These two young guns. They're doing a wonderful job so far. Rana. This A lot of quality batting to come with Morgan, Karthik, Russell.
Thank you. No bat involved. Go for ball tracking when ready. Ball tracking coming up. Pitching outside off. Impact in line. And wickets hitting. You can stay with your original decision of out. I will let you know when you're on screen. You are on screen now. Make the signal.
Well, the decision is out. Karthik had accepted it initially. He was on his way back and then just waited. And the result of the waiting is that not only is he going back, they've lost a review as well. It's 53 for 3 now, and Karthik's gone without scoring.
करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे। कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा? my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जान जाओ। डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ।
The new batsman for Kolkata Knight Riders, jersey number 16, Morgan.
Right, toe in the door here as Owen Morgan comes out. Number 5, they still need another 90. What a start for Rashid Khan. Now a slip in place as well for Morgan. Oh, he sweeps first ball. It's the way he plays these days, isn't it? Taking the attack to the opposition straight away. Striking at 120. He's never really become an IPL star, and this is a lot of us believe the big year for him in the IPL. Now the bowler did bat first.
Well, they've bowled their ace and they've been able to pick up a wicket straight away. You always felt that Rashid Khan is the key to Sunrisers Hyderabad's success. And yes, players have been sitting on him, but he's been bowling great lines.
Well, Morgan's decided, I'm just going to sweep everything. What are they going to do? It was straight enough, you think?
Rashid was certainly asking, wasn't he? He was pleading. Owen Morgan just not quite sure. Good decision. Bat first. But they feel they're in the game, don't they? That's the main thing. The energy is lifted out there in the field.
He's bowled one over, and the young man has probably played him the best of the 2 deliveries that he played. But what a good over. 3 from it. 55 for 3.
हेड और टेल्स ही देखते रहोगे कि अपनी टीम भी बनाओ। My11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड My11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
ब्रूनो जर्म्स फैलाए और मरीनो बैक्टीरिया से बचाए। मरीनो लैमिनेट्स, ब्यूटिफुली स्ट्रॉन्ग।
For those who want more from life, Kingfisher Ultra, the smooth choice.
Sunrisers Hyderabad, they've got the Afghanistan players that are so good in how they're able to execute their deliveries, just slight variation constantly.
Morgan in strike against Mohammad Nabi, vastly experienced bowler Nabi. economy, 6.62 is excellent. Just plays the odd match when he's playing in the IPL, but he's a very good player in the leagues all around the world. Has a good CPL.
Thank you. Yeah, you feel from a Sunrisers point of view, this is the game breaker. The next 3-4 overs.
Morgan versus Nabi is not a bad matchup, is it, JP? 5 innings. He's been out 4 times, 24 runs.
Nice.
Such a big part of our game, these matchups. It's a wonderful story, though, with Nabi as well. Been around Afghanistan cricket from the time they were playing in the lowest division of the ICC. He's seen the growth all the way. And then the champions like Rashid have come along. Speaks very glowingly, does Rashid, about the role that Nabi has played in Afghanistan cricket with the younger players coming around.
Don't they call him the king and Rashid Khan the prince type thing? Or is it the president? There is a certain respect for these players, and it's great with these T20 domestic competitions as well, that these two gentlemen have inspired a whole country. And you look at Mujib, who's come out as well. They're able to travel around the world and play well and perform their skills.
He's got all of that, just short of the fielder. Oh, he's sweeping everything, Morgan.
Yeah, what I love about this is actually he's leaving his cow corner open to Morgan, inviting that slog sweep, keeping the line straight on the stumps. Kind of the you miss, I hit kind of scenario.
KKR 60 for 3.
That's the end of the 8th, 60 for 3.
Before you buy a new car, make sure you visit the Car Dekho app. Compare cars, check out expert reviews, get the best offers and discounts. Download the Car Dekho app today.
At the same time, Sunrisers Hyderabad were 49 for 1. So KKR are ahead, but they have lost 2 more wickets. Rashid Khan will bowl his second over.
We'll have a Google. Saw a lot of this in the Caribbean, predominantly the wrong end from Rashid. Who will have the most successful IPL in season 13? Englishman or Mr. Morgan? Stop it, Stellas. Who are you going with? Lisa? Mr. Laker?
I might go with Johnny Bairstow, given the success that he had last year. Owen Morgan is back in the IPL. What do you think? Well, 81% of you are smart people.
Stellas.
Gold. But Morgan needs to fire today.
No.
They've gone in with an extra bowler in this game, KKR. Need a partnership here. You've got Andre Russell after this. Pat Cummins. There is depth there, but predominantly there'll be bowlers who can bat. That's creative. That's what he's so good at, Morgan.
Right out of the Morgan manual, this one. So good at it. So brave, and he's so confident to play it. Just like that.
Now, I wonder if Owen Morgan is just remembering his time at the World Cup. And 2019, not that long ago, took 58 runs off 20 deliveries, 7 sixes. Though his T20 record against Rashid Khan isn't that great, but sometimes you just have to wind back the clock and think of when was a good time. And for him, it's certainly the World Cup.
Just eased down the ground. Says, no, that'll do us. Well, we've had 9 overs. It's that time for a light refreshment, isn't it? Yes, Chris Gaffney made the signal there. It's 67 for 3. And we're going to have the Zayed tyres strategic timing.
Fast. रजत बॉलिंग कर।
अरे अभी 3 बॉल बाकी है।
बुम बुम यहाँ फास्ट नहीं चलता है। तेरा मिनी ओवर चल कोने कट ले।
ड्रीम 11।
My name is Virat Kohli and I write my success story myself.
Philips Signature Series Trimmer, limited Virat Kohli edition for the self-made.
पुराने जैसा आश्रम ना आइए।
मैं आप सबको मोक्ष की राह पर लेके जाऊंगा।
He is not a god man. He is con man.
भ्रष्टाचार तो हुआ ही है, साथ में हत्या भी हुई।
एक बार जो आश्रम आ गया ना, तो यू टर्न तो ना आए कोई।
अरे हिसाब सिंपल हो गया।
यस। खाता बुक QR पेमेंट, ये सब ऐप से पेमेंट एक्सेप्ट करता है और फुल हिसाब को एक जगह दिखाता है। खाता बुक बिजनेस हुआ इजी मैन।
सुरक्षा हर पिच पर, ताकत लंबी पारी खेलने की, परफेक्ट फिट, क्वालिटी टेस्ट। मैच से पहले ये सारे चेक्स बहुत जरूरी होते हैं, ठीक वैसे जैसे घर की छत चूज करते समय। तो बस ले आइए GSW कलर ऑन प्लस की सेट, जो दे आपके घर को मजबूती और सुरक्षा। GSW कलर ऑन प्लस, सुंदर छत सालों साल।
चीनू के जाने के बाद घर कितना सोना सोना हो जाएगा। नहीं
कहो तो मैं रिटायर हो जाऊं?
अभी एजुकेशन लोन और रिटायरमेंट के खर्चे ना बाबा ना।
और अगर रिटायरमेंट ऑलरेडी सिक्योर्ड हो तो
फिर हो जाओ रिटायर। और वैसे भी शाम की चाय साथ पीना काफी रोमांटिक है। नहीं
चले।
स्मार्ट लोगों की क्लियर है प्रायोरिटी, बाकी सब बात में। सेकेंड इनिंग से पहले LIC।
बाउंड्रीज बदल गई, बॉल बदल गई, बैट बदल गए, शोर बदल गया, स्कोर बदल गया, अपना क्रिकेट बदल गया। अब उसे फॉलो करने का तरीका बदल देते हैं। Cricket.com, cricket like never before.
भेज दिया उसको हिसाब।
भाई खाता आउट करो, खाता बुक डाउनलोड करो, ये ऑटोमेटिकली हिसाब करे, उधारी वापस लाए फटाफट। खाता बुक बिजनेस।
Zayed tyres strategic timeout is done and dusted. Coaches have disappeared. So the refreshments. Shubman Gill, he's into the 30s and pacing it rather nicely. This would bode well his development if he could hang in here and have a little red inker. 76 from 66. Thought about it, but it's not there. Stay at home because you can be in the virtual guest box. Yes. All the sponsors representing and enjoying the match from home, the comfort of your home. Very nice. Hashtag stay safe.
That was for us, isn't it, Danny? From you?
No comment. Double O behave. We have to, don't we? We're in the bubble. Hotels, all our little biosecurity bubbles. Here in season 13. It's a changed landscape. Yeah, lost the extra wicket, but they got a few extra runs.
Nice.
Nothing silly. Just had the break, of course, haven't we? Just had the timeout. So often, a wicket or two fall here.
You really don't have to do too much here. Look at the equation, 72 required of 62. What they need to do is make sure they don't lose wicket here.
Your ball.
Again, you have Andre Russell after this. But then I think this is a very important partnership now, Gill and Morgan.
One more dot.
Matt Cummins, Andre Russell. Nagarkoti patted up as well.
Lovely. Now.
5 from the over. 10 overs gone, 72 for 3.
अबे कैच देखा? तुझमें दिमाग नहीं है क्या? भाई, वन टिप वन अर्न का क्या मतलब होता है? बे यार एक तो आउट नहीं हो रहा ऊपर से तू इसको छोड़ के आया ये तो
ड्रीम लेवल
He's got the England captain at the other end. Owen Morgan. Time for more of Rashid. All very comfortable and professional. Just pick it off. Nothing silly.
This is the reason why Kolkata Knight Riders have bought Owen Morgan is to play exactly this role. They've got some young talent, Shubman Gill, out there. If Owen Morgan can keep cool, calm, which we know he does, and he does it regularly, but is able to pass on that to this young man, they're going to win a lot of games.
Bowling. They want to be happy. Rightio, let's go down sideline to Kane Williamson, who's Mr. Kane, first things first, great to be back in this part of the world, obviously, but for you, how's the body, how's the niggles?
Body's pretty good, thanks. Yeah, obviously a small niggle early on, but fine at the moment.
I'd like you to elaborate and not give me donuts. What's going on and how's the treatment and what's happening?
No, the body's good. I'm assuming you're talking about the team today, and obviously we've got a really good game going on here in a pivotal moment, so hopefully we can boundary pick up another wicket quite quickly, and then it'll bring us right back into the match.
I'm more interested in you because over the years, you personally, just that there's been a few niggles. I mean, whether it's been playing franchise cricket or for the Black Caps, there's been the odd little niggle for you, hasn't there?
The odd one in the last year, but not too bad. Fortunate not to miss out on too much cricket. So, yeah, I mean, we've obviously had a lot of time off and opportunity to kind of get in the gym and get that conditioning window in. So, hopefully it's pretty good. But yeah, you always deal with these little things and try and get on top of them sooner rather than later.
And please tell me you're available for the next match.
Available, ready. I guess it's always a balance between the players that you pick and the areas that you want to address and the surfaces that you're presented with and the opposition. So there's a lot that go into making those decisions. And today's guys have put up a competitive first total, probably a few short if we're being honest. However, if we're able to take a few wickets and build a bit of pressure and try and make it enough, then that'll be great. But a lot of cricket left in this game.
Don't go anywhere, we're not going to let you anyway. It's 80 for 3.
It's the end of the over, I gotta go. Cheers.
Want to learn a new skill, but worried about how to get started? Udemy makes it incredibly easy.
Spin and more of it. Afghans.
Kane, look, we've got rid of Danny. We feel like you're under the pump with him. So we thought we'd actually talk about the cricket because I know you want to talk about it. What is the real difference from obviously playing in India and then the grounds here in the UAE?
We've seen a couple of high scores recently, but playing on just the 3 grounds, I think we'll see the wickets perhaps age throughout the competition and teams will sort of have to adapt pretty quickly. And even on the same grounds, we've seen quite a mixture of scores. So once again, I think it is adapting. There's that skiddy sort of low bounce that you need to address, and it was in our first innings. It looks like it's still there for us. We'll have to just play what's in front of us, and we're sort of in a hitting zone here, aren't we? And think on our feet. So every ground's different. But look, it's great that we're here and we're able to get into some cricket. For all the fans out there that have been so keen to watch.
Hi, again, Deepya. Just wondering, last year or so, the middle order batting has been a little bit of an issue. Has there been a serious thought gone in before the season regarding the middle order batting?
Guys have their roles and trying to play those as well as they can. And last year, Davey and Johnny at the top of the order often batted to sort of the 16th, 15th over, both scoring, huge amount of runs. So, the roles then have to change for the players that come in, and sometimes those contributions are not as big and the opportunity isn't there, and sometimes they are. So, as we know in T20 cricket, that's always the challenge when you come in after a wicket and adjust to the conditions and make your contribution as large as you can. And last year was a classic example where the middle order were coming in with a handful of deliveries each, trying to get as many as they can. But for mine, it's as long as the guys are going out there and making the right decisions and playing according to the team game plan, then that's all you can ask for.
Again, a quick one. You've seen a lot of these youngsters in your side, Indian domestic youngsters. What do you think of them?
Every year that you come back to the IPL, and there's always a few new players, and obviously there's always young Indian players that come in, and the talent's incredible. You see it in every team, but turning up to training and watching some of these guys hit the cricket ball is pretty impressive. So no doubt we'll see a lot of it throughout this competition.
Kane, we've got to let you go, buddy. I'm so sorry. It's been great.
It's fine, yeah.
Miss you, buddy. Speak
Cheers.
soon.
Thanks. See you guys.
There we go. We've had a dozen overs being bowled. KKR 89 for 3.
And of the 12th over, Kolkata Knight Riders 89 for 3.
For the meeting between a mountain lover and the sea. New Tiguan Allspace fits all. Volkswagen.
Before you buy a new car, make sure you visit the Car Dekho app. Compare cars, check out expert reviews, get the best offers and discounts. Download the Car Dekho app today.
54 to get from 48. There's been a good partnership, this. Might be run a ball, but they played themselves into a good position. They don't want to lose wickets. Very impressed with young Shubman Gill. He's the one who's got a wicket, Natarajan. 1 for 5. Right, I've got JP Duminy and Ian Bishop in that Morrison-Williamson contest. Who do you think won?
I think it's my favourite commentator. I think Danny Morrison. He's a champion human being, as well as Kane Williamson. Done exceptionally well for the Black Caps, as well as Sunrisers. So it's good to hear from them too.
There's a better question for you, JP, better than the one I asked you. How will the Indian and overseas players cope with the weather conditions in the UAE and give their best? The Unacademy asked the expert question from a possible buddy.
Great question. There's a few points to raise with that question. Yeah, I think the first thing that comes to mind is hydration. It's going to be crucial in terms of your maintenance and sustainability in your performance. In terms of the conditions itself, you see, particularly in the UAE here and Abu Dhabi, grounds are a lot bigger than we expect, or we come to understand here in the UAE as well as India. So a lot of twos, a lot of threes, particularly around the heat.
We'll go for 4. It's beautifully timed. I just love the way he's played these shots just square of the wicket. 50 of 42, Bish. Worth watching.
The way that he's paced this innings within the power play, Shubman Gill will look to take the odd risk, but beyond that, he's playing his role. It's not finished yet, but he can secure the end and just keep ticking along with the odd boundary. What a talented young man. Always loved watching him ever since we saw him in that Under-19 World Cup.
As it turns out. JP makes a really valid point about the hydration, about preparing for these games a bit different. When you're playing an 8 o'clock game in India, as normally happens. Once you get a boundary and over, really all you have is not. The ball around, the difference between runs and balls is just 3 at the moment. They're coasting. When they come back, KKR, and they come back to play their next game, I think they'll look at that batting order again. I think Rana at 3 is a good idea. But I foresee Morgan going up at 4, Karthik coming down to 5. So everyone just plays in the positions they're most comfortable in. 8 of the over, 97 for 3.
End of the 13th over. Kolkata Knight Riders.
For the merger between a jazz fan and techno. New Tiguan Allspace fits all. Volkswagen.
Not a bad person to be sitting there with his pads on, is he? Andre Russell, 46 or 42. For 18 for Nabi. Gill's taken the first round quickly. It's a very good and quick call from Morgan.
Yeah, it's been a valuable partnership between these two. And especially when you have somebody like Andre Russell in the shed, can you set the game up? And 45 or 41. Manish Pandey, unfortunately leaving the field. Played a good innings, 51 of 38.
What happened there? Because Manish Pandey has just gone off the field. Did you spot something there? Maybe we should look at it again. Seemed all right. They've done well not to give Nabi a wicket, though. One of the reasons Nabi was brought in with the left-hander in to try and get the matchups right. None for 20 in the 4th over.
They were talking about partnerships and how valuable this one has been. Bish, we were talking about offline, we were talking about partnerships and strategy, particularly at this point now, needing 44-40. What is the best way to go about it? You mentioned you're a little bit old school, and I was talking about the modern day cricketer and how you're trying to win the game and second to or third to last or second to last over. What's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, GP, but my thoughts are different teams have different strategies. It's never a one-size-fits-all. Someone like Dhoni would say, take it deep. Once you're there, coming towards the end, you always have a chance. And yes, I understand there are different teams that will say, let's finish it by the penultimate over if it gets there. Don't take it to the last over. So my feeling would be there's no unnecessary risk needed to open the door again back in favour of Sunrisers and Trevor Bayliss and David Warner. This is one that Shubman Gill should be able to play sensibly and finish. Should.
Bit like that, 5 runs in the over, easily taken. 14 gone, 102 for 3.
End of the 14th.
रुकिए, लाइट थोड़ी डिम है। क्या आपके फोन का कैमरा उसको इम्प्रेस करने के लिए गुड है? ओह, इट्स आईफोन 11 नाइट मोड के साथ। ये सिर्फ गुड नहीं, अमेजिंग है।
3 years. It's fascinating to me.
Smiles in the dugout. The dugout there. And there might well be 41 needed of 6 overs, 7 wickets in hand. A partnership that said it's been together 8 overs for 49. Two overs for 18 for Bhuvneshwar Kumar. He's your lead bowler. Might as well bring him back before it gets too late. You want some wickets?
Yeah, JP, what I found was interesting is that the small sample size in the tournament has influenced David Warner in terms of going against the trend and saying we'll bat first today. Now, we don't know the outcome. Nobody can prophesy what the outcome will be. It's interesting, in the last 3 years in T20 cricket around the place, 83% of the times captains winning the toss, 83% have chosen to chase. That's the way the game has shifted in the last 3 seasons.
It's an interesting point you make there, Bish. One tends to believe that teams have relied a lot on their middle to lower order and have done it more successfully in chasing scores down. You look at the teams like Chennai Super Kings, they've been so successful in chasing. They've just become so reliant on certain players to get them over the line. We see, particularly from your bowling point of view, death bowling has become quite challenging, with all the variations around, but also the way batters are playing these days. They've come with more innovative shots, and it's been tough to defend. So teams are backing themselves to score 10, 11, even 12 runs towards the back 5 overs.
Love too how subtly JP said that I present the younger perspective and Bish is presenting traditional old-fashioned views. So I thought that was gentle Gentle little comment from JP.
No, I told him I was a little bit old school when we were talking off air, so I didn't take offense this time. I'll beat him up when we get back to the hotel.
Fantasy points, the maximum points in this game. Manish Pandey might not be on the field at the moment, but he's got 70. Warner with 52 and Gill 44 and counting. Saha 45. Gill's job will be to take them home from here, get a few more points on that board. An extra run conceded there. Runs are hard. They need to defend runs. They've only got those many on the board. That's an extra one conceded. Good half of fly fish. Forget JP.
We know who's coming second there, don't we?
And it's easy because he comes into my room with Danny and others to watch cricket in the evenings. He just disappeared.
I like the way young Gill has played this innings. Really just looks composed. It looks like he understands the situation. He's not tried to go for the glory shots. He realizes this 1 and 2 is going to get them home. There's just a little elegance about him, little style. Just love the way he just taps down. How many singles has he got to long on? He's probably got 8 or 10 singles to long on. Just easily taking those singles. And then Morgan will play those shots. Why has it taken so long? Coming, Captain Morgan. 11 of the over, unacademy, cracking 6. It's 113 for 3.
And on the 15th over, KKR 113 for 3. It's now time for the Tire strategic timeout.
And it's time to contemplate where the game stands in our Tire strategic timeout.
मैं कर लेता हूँ अब तो ड्रीम 11 पे टीम बनाओ
Dream 11. Make your team now.
इंसान से मंगाओ चाहे विज्ञान से, प्यास तो दोनों से बुझेगी ना। तो मैच टाइम पे प्यास हटाओ, स्प्राइट उठाओ।
कब तक बर्बाद होते रहोगे? जीते जी स्वर्ग में जीने का मौका मिल रहा है।
पिछले 3 साल में 9 लड़कियों के गायब होने की रिपोर्ट है।
हम डरते इसीलिए दबा के रखते हैं वो।
क्या कुछ बड़ा है जी कर?
एक ही लड़की की बार-बार शादी करवाते हैं।
सारी सुइयां आश्रम की तरफ ही
You mean what's in a pack of Kellogg's muesli? This has the energy to handle 30 naughty little devils and baked multigrain and a whole lot of fruits and nuts. Kellogg's muesli. It's more than just breakfast.
Saurabh, the game's about to start.
कौन होगा in और कौन होगा out?
Dada, nothing much to think about. My 11 in, your 11 out.
खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। आपकी टीम जीतेगी या मेरी? देखते हैं माई 11 सर्कल पे।
My 11 सर्कल ऐप डाउनलोड करो, हर दिन कैश डबल करो और हर हफ्ते जीतो 1 करोड़। My11circle.com.
Download My 11 Circle app now.
I browsed 8 sites for divorce attorneys today.
I browsed 8 sites for divorce attorneys today.
I love working with you.
Me too.
Red heart emoji.
Blue heart emoji.
I hate Lee though.
Puke emoji.
Puke emoji.
My home is in 1,000 feet.
I've only walked 598 steps today.
My login for everything is Pauline at PaulineFood.com.
My heart rate is 100, 101, 102, 107.
अरे हिसाब सिंपल हो गया।
Yes.
वो QR पेमेंट ये सब ऐप से पेमेंट एक्सेप्ट करता है और फुल हिसाब को एक जगह दिखाता है। खाता बुक बिजनेस हुआ इजी मैन।
हमका चाहिए बदला।
It's a friendly match माही।
हम कोनों के माही वाही नाही। ये है हमारी तलवार और ये तोप का गोला। कौन बोला?
माही, तुम स्निकर्स खाओ।
काहे?
क्योंकि जब भूख लगती है ना, इवन कैप्टन को लूजेस हिज कूल। अब ठीक है?
हंगर अच्छे अच्छों को बदल देता है. Hungry? Grab a Snickers.
Fielding.
Just think, the other side to this partnership is to put on 60 or 54, but young Gill is batting in this partnership with a World Cup winning captain, and just those conversations will make him a better player. How do we address this situation? How do we take the singles? How do we rotate the strike? One of the great white ball leaders of our times is Morgan, so it'll be good for Gill. Rashid with his fourth.
Yeah, Harsh, I just want to take up that point I was discussing again with JP. What I love about the way Shubman Gill has played so far, gosh, don't let me put the word on him right now.
I don't think you have the power anyway, Bish. You have power of many things, but not that.
Is that in taking those singles, I often talk to a lot of young West Indian batsmen about looking to hit the ball too square, particularly off spin. Gill is getting onto the front or back foot and punching the ball straight down the ground. So he's eliminating a lot of risk for me, JP.
Yeah, it's such a valuable point there, Bish. Just love, as you mentioned, they love the way Gill has gone about this, particularly against Rashid Khan, getting his front foot out the way, making sure that he punches back out the ground. Look at those ones there. Not coming straight down the ground on the leg side, but gets out of the line of the ball, gets that front leg out of the line, just punches it on the leg side. Think back to the playing days, those that really play well get that front leg out of the way and make sure they maneuver with their hands. See another reverse sweep from Owen Morgan.
I'm afraid for the Sunrisers, this game's going the wrong direction. There's a good one coming up though in Sharjah. Big scoring game by the looks of it. Steve Smith's Rajasthan Royals, KL Rahul's Kings 11 Punjab. 7:30 India time tomorrow from Sharjah. The last time they played in Sharjah, they had 33 sixes hit in that game. Excellent, down the ground with the turn. What did they teach you when you were kids as a coach? Always offer the full face of the bat, not the width of the bat, but the length of the bat. That's what we're seeing from young Shubman Gill.
Yeah, and you make a valuable point here, Harsha. World Cup winning captain alongside, gives him a lot of confidence just to play his natural game. He will probably try and finish this off in the next 2.5 overs.
Finds the gap so easily. That's the thing about Morgan. Once he gets going, just finds the gaps. 120 for 3 from 16.
कार इंश्योरेंस के टेढ़े गेम्स में आज खेलेंगे कमीशन का अटैक। तेरी अफोर्डेबल इंश्योरेंस की ओर लपक पड़े खिलाड़ी, आधे नंगू चंगू मंगू, और ये चली कमीशन की गोली और बंद कर दी सबकी बोली। ओहो, इन्होंने तो एको चूज किया। स्मार्ट बॉय यूज किया जीरो कमीशन का जेट पावर और अब बत्तीसी का प्रदर्शन करते हुए सीधे पहुंचे इंश्योरेंस के टावर। कार इंश्योरेंस के टेढ़े गेम में मत फंसिए, डायरेक्ट एको पे आइए, पैसे बचाइए। कार इंश्योरेंस, डायरेक्ट एको।
Certainly bowled him a number of times, puts you straight under pressure from ball one. This is a perfect position for him now, just to try and finish the game off for his team. They've got themselves into a winning position. 23 of 24 balls.
From Shubman Gill. Lovely lovely use of the feet.
Oh, geez, he is playing one of those innings. Young guy in his development. Little shimmy, skip down. The Unacademy cracking 6. Big time.
And funnily enough, both of these played in that 2018 Under-19 World Cup. Abhishek was there, left-arm spin, batting in that middle order. Shubman, key part of that World Cup winning team with Prithvi Shaw, worth remembering.
Yeah, so they would have played against each other quite a bit. And I love the freedom about Gill now, getting them into a winning position. Yes, you want to see the game through. It just allows for a little expression as well.
Both of them play for Punjab as well. Fascinating to see so many excellent young talents.
Oh, a little moment there, just a moment ago. Previous over, in fact. Oh, these guys, yeah, playing in a good spirit, these youngsters. Oh, the old Patey and fair play. What do you reckon? Oh, yes. Early days, of course, all these awards. Those awards nights here, IPL parties. Past, I'm talking about JP.
JP, we were talking earlier about Billy Stanlake, and we know that his form numbers haven't been great. Do you think there's a place in this bowling lineup for him or not?
I don't think with the current sort of structure of the team, you know, you have your two main batters at top of the order, and then you have your sort of X-factor players in Rashid Khan and Mohammad Nabi. So it'll be a tough one. I think it comes down to conditions at the end of the day. We saw a little bit of grass on the surface. Was there an opportunity here? And, yeah, 131 for 3. Yeah, it's always
My name is Virat Kohli, and I write my success story myself.
Philips Signature Series Trimmer, limited Virat Kohli edition for the self-made.
Yeah, just a look at the constitution of the Sunrisers Hyderabad team, always historically with our good friend Tom Moody, built on the back of really good variety in the bowling. Almost a bowling heavy team. Gill is looking for 2. Not there.
Busy as ever. There's McCullum. Coach at KKR saw him prior to the coin toss and just reminded him. I said, mate, I thought you were born in December. In fact, it's your birthday tomorrow, isn't it? He just cracked up and looked a bit cheeky and sheepish. Birthday tomorrow for Brendan McCullum. Bairstow's today, wasn't it? Shubman Gill. A nice little evening for him here in Abu Dhabi. Possibly Dream 11 game changer? I reckon most definitely. He's hung in here, played a lovely controlled and even paced innings to get his side into this winning position now. So definitely into that Dream 11. Game changer of the match, this guy.
To get mid on, mid off, up in that circle. Almost too much room. And if you go back pre-pandemic and Shubman Gill and so many of the players in this tournament foreign, they're travelling to New Zealand to play for the A team against New Zealand A. Shubman got a double 100 and 100 then, of course, and then that long break because of the pandemic. Showing really good touch, and once a new bat that's broken.
Yeah, well, each week. Of the IPL, we've had the first week. The cred protect saves of the week. There's been some great saves. Oh, Josh Felipe, little beauty Felipe. Oh, Faf can't keep him out of the game. Some great work. Hardick, Pattinson. Appreciation from the skippers. Yeah, some wonderful saves and diving around. Some of the catching, okay, but rusty. A few fluffs, but they'll only get better.
Pitches, though, just revisiting for you viewers at home and that conversation, JP. And again, it's in the context that Stan Lake's numbers and what he would have liked them to be recently or in BBL, etc. Here in 2020 IPL, wickets taken by pace prior to this game. 19 wickets taken by spin. 8. And some of these pitches have gone through quite nicely. Saved by the stumps. That would have been a wonderful and glorious fall.
Yeah, just coming back to your point there, Bish, and teams will be very mindful as we see this glorious shot again by Shubman Gill. Textbook cover drive, or straight drive rather. And yeah, it's an interesting one, an interesting conversation going forward. How do you create matchups in your team, and particularly around the conditions, the teams you're going to be playing up against? Teams will be aware of the wear and tear of the surfaces in the back part of the tournament. Oh, it's a cracker of a shot. Full heave over cow corner, and glorious 6 by Owen Morgan.
Holds in there. Watch out for Morgan. Beautiful hit down, point of contact. Stayed right in the shot. Beautiful. Clean hands.
just 2 to get. 1 delivery left to complete this over, 1 legal delivery. And so we've seen a change up in the captain winning the toss today, electing to bat first, going against what has gone on in the tournament. And victory for the Kolkata Knight Riders off the bat of Owen Morgan in an outstanding partnership of 92 with a young Shubman Gill. Victory by 7 wickets and points on the board for KKR.
Yeah, classy display from this young fella. Bodes well for the future. For Shubman Gill and KKR. Delightful.
True connection changes you. It inspires you to dare greatly, to love fearlessly. To soar. Our moments, our stories, they belong to us. For moments like no other.
Set the game up for KKR. And what a special innings it's been by Shubman Gill. Backed up by Morgan. As we mentioned there, that partnership. Phenomenal 92 of 73. They'll be pretty pleased with this performance here tonight. Started off shaky a few nights ago, but a convincing victory. A happy captain in Danish Kartik. Convincing victory for KKR.
In the Indian Premier League. We hope you enjoyed today's match and we look forward to seeing you soon at Sheikh Zayed Cricket Stadium, Abu Dhabi. The next match is between Rajasthan Royals and Team
a good moment for Owen Morgan. An excellent moment for KKR after going down in their first game. They've come back strong with a complete performance. Pat Cummins came good. Bowling attack prospered. And then this 92-run partnership. Excellence personified. The veteran and the youth.
Nice compliment, wasn't it? Youth and experience and left-hand, right-hand scenario. And he's a bit happier tonight. Post match 8 here in the Dream 11 IPL for 2020 is Dinesh Karthik, and those from KKR. Thanks to this young fellow, the senior pro. And Owen Morgan, yeah. Coach giving him a hug. Great stuff. Good scenes after what was a little bit of basically a bit of a hit out and a blowout, and they got run over quite comprehensively by the Mumbai Indians.
on Wednesday night, match 5. Completely run over by 49 runs were KKR. Tonight, they've got their act together and they've turned it around rather sweetly.
Wonderful stadium has seen some good batsmanship tonight from the Kolkata Knight Riders, led by Shubman Gill, 70. From 62, he paced the innings extraordinarily well, and Owen Morgan going quicker, as is the way of Morgan, 42 from 29.
Yeah, unfortunately, 140 just wasn't enough for Sunrise.